Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new Colossus Sessions. My name is Brad. I'm dialing in from New York, and welcome to our the second day of our first ever Upstairs Neighbours week, including some of our favorite artists from across Canada. Today, we've got Basement Revolver dialing in from Hamilton, Ontario. Tunic is dialing in from Winnipeg, and we have Wares dialed in from Edmonton. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's wonderful to host you. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, totally. Thank you, everybody, for doing this. Welcome to day two. Day one was awesome, and we've got an equally excellent program coming up here. Man, the videos that you guys have submitted are tremendous, and I can't wait to dive in. And so we'll do that right now. We're going to start off with Basement Revolver. And so, David, we will bid you farewell, and Cass, same for you. We'll see you two shortly. And okay, I pressed all the buttons correctly. Now here we are, Basement Revolver. Chrissy, can you introduce what people are about to see right now? What song this is?
Yeah, so I think first up we have oh gosh, now I can't even remember what we did.
I know my notes are telling me master's degree, which is that's the button that I'm about to press.
That's the button. Yeah, master's degree. It's from our last EP. And yeah, enjoy.
All right, here we go.
Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. We are Basement Revolver. Thank you to New Colossus Festival for having us. Here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. This has been a total pleasure on my side as these videos have come in and we get to share them with everybody. You looked and sounded great. Songs are wonderful, so thanks again for doing it. So I know that between the album and the EP, the album 2018 and the EP in 2019, you guys expanded from a 3-piece to a 4-piece. Did you have time to sort of live and breathe and be a 4-piece out in the world before everything sort of shut down, or was it did that timing kind of coincide where it was like, okay, now we're a 4-piece and now nobody can go anywhere?
A little bit. So we got to go to Germany for Reeperbahn, and then after that, I think we did like, it's like so long ago that I'm like, different tours are meshing in my brain.
Yeah.
But we might have done Halifax Pop Explosion, or that might have been a different year. I don't know.
That sounds true, and I think it was also it was something to do with New Colossus. Also, I think it was a New Colossus stage at that thing.
Yeah, and we played with Tallies. They're
nice.
They're on our UK label as well. They're amazing.
Yeah, Dylan is the man. We've crossed paths with him a whole lot of times since having started this session series.
Just a true gem. Yeah, and then I think we did like a couple other things around Ontario and Montreal. But then COVID happened, and we actually, in that time, our original drummer, who was with us for 5 years, left the band, and we hired a new drummer. So lots of changes. We haven't toured with him yet, but he just played drums in that video.
And so going forward, is that as you guys get back into the studio and write new things, is that about how the band stands right now?
Yeah. Like he's Levi is the drummer right now. He's amazing. He literally learned the whole record before we went into the studio, maybe in a week, and like just nailed it every single take. So we're really glad to have him. And yeah, he's playing with a bunch of other people as well. He was supposed to go on tour with Ellis, but then her tour got canceled too because of COVID. So yeah, just crazy times.
Yeah, but at least you got to wear shorts today. At least it's nice where you're at, so that's a good thing. Nice in Hamilton.
Sure.
It's just garbage in New York right now, but whatever. We're doing this on the internet, so it doesn't even matter because we're all indoors and enjoying these videos. Kristen Archer from the internet is into it. Yay, Basement Revolver. So Mike Bell's into it. Yay, Basement Revolver sounding awesome, says Tony. The internet is here. The internet is supporting. And we're only halfway through the Basement Revolver music to be shared. Can you tell us what's coming up second today?
Yeah, so first time anyone's ever heard this next song other than the four of us. So yeah, it's called Transatlantic. It's about being on tour and being in love, and yeah, it's gonna be on the new record whenever that comes out.
All right. Thanks, Chrissy.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. So the internet is stoked. Let's see. Yeah, Tony is winning the comment section right now. Chrissy hitting the high note. Sounds beautiful. Sounding great. Bridgeworks. Oh yeah. So Emmy, dude, thank you so much for Bridgeworks. It sounds the video, the audio, the everything is amazing. So thank you to them. So when that album comes out, I think it's still up in the air-ish. It'll be out at some point this year. What's the best way for people to keep in touch with you? Where do you tend to be most active on the internet in terms of new music stuff?
Probably Instagram and Spotify and our Facebook. We keep all of those pretty up to date. I try to Twitter, but I'm not very good at it. But yeah, we're on the internet. Come find us.
Nice. Yes, we are on the internet. We are on the internet right now. How did it feel? Was that the first opportunity you'd had in a while to actually get out and make some noise? Or have you been able to do a couple of these live stream types of things?
Yeah, we've done like a lot of pre-recorded stuff ourselves. We did like a little thing with the Dirty Nail.
Nice. Well, dude, my very favorite piece of merch that's just out of arm's reach. It's the middle finger, but on a foam
nice.
on a foam finger, and it says "I mean this in a nice way" on the back of it.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah,
so good.
I love those guys.
Me too. They're great. good folks.
Nice. Well, Chrissy, thank you so much for doing this. We appreciate the music and the chat as well. And would you please help me to welcome Tunic coming to the stage right now? Hello, David. How's it going?
Hey, David.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was on mute, but now I'm here.
All good. Well, thank you again, Christy. This was great, and we will see you at the end of the show. Appreciate it very much. And David, we got music, man. What's going on with you in the near future? In terms of, we've got like in 2 weeks from now ish. You've got new music coming out.
Yeah, April 9th, we're dropping Exhaling, which is a 23 song vinyl and CD that's coming out on Artifact Records. That's our first release with them, which I'm really stoked on. It's been great. This is our first label we've been dealing with, and they've been totally super rad. And I was always scared of labels, but they're very good people, so it's cool.
Good, man. Well, that's exciting stuff. Good for you for having this experience, man. It's happening right now, and this is happening right now. This live stream is happening right now, and so I think we're gonna hear one of the 4 tunes that you guys have prepared is on the record coming up. We're also gonna hear a lot of fully unreleased stuff as well.
3 of these tracks no one's ever heard before, except for us and the label. So it's the world debut of some of these tracks.
Awesome. Well, so we'll hear you prepared 4 for us, so we're going to hear 2 right now. We'll take a break, have a little bit of a chat, and then come back for 2 more.
Hi, we're Tunic. Thanks to New Colossus for having us.
scratch.
Yeah, dude. Thank you. This is a lot of fun on my part. Hopefully I'm not going to reiterate that too many times, but at least one time per artist, just so you guys know for sure I'm having a good time here. It sounds great. And so when I was poking around, finding out more about you, finding out more about the band, I read on more than one occasion just the emphasis that you put on the importance of having a good scream and making some noise and getting out and sweating and just the catharsis that provides. Now that the world is how it is, have you been able to get your screams in rehearsal or in the recording studio, or have you had to look outside of music to get that same kind of release feeling?
That's a good question. The goal of Tunic truly is to punish people. Either if you hate the music or you like the music, but the goal is to punish you. We practiced for the first time, like the 2 days before shooting this video, which was just a few weeks ago here. And I was screaming into a pillow in my basement to get my voice back, because I really haven't been doing anything. So I've actually just been sort of like working on weird like ambient electronic music to just try and like fill the musical void, and then writing Tunic songs, obviously. But I just had to I haven't really done anything. I just like do push-ups sometimes, but really I can't really, there's been nothing really. I just have been just hanging out like everybody else.
That counts. I mean, that's a way healthier way to get your kicks than some alternatives to how you could be doing that. So good for you and your pectoral muscles and probably your upper body muscles. I'm glad for you that's happening. Is it the ambient electronic stuff? Is that just for you, or is that? It's
100% for me. I hope to God that no one hears it. It's just like I refuse to dive in on like home recording, because I was like, I book shows and promote shows for a living, and I book an online thing, like speaker thing like this for a job, and I know all about that. The last thing I ever wanted to do was learn how to record my own music, and then I just took the plunge like in November of last year, and I was like, oh crap. So now I'm just like, now I'm doing that. So it was a new hobby.
Yeah, I mean, everybody had to a certain extent. That was already what I did. I mean, I was a professional before all this before the world completely turned upside down. But it seems like everybody has at least some amount of chops now in order to be able to do this stuff, whether they wanted those chops or not.
Yeah, that's I didn't want them, and actually, as I was watching those videos, I remember that we were supposed to play all those songs at New Colossus last year when we landed on March 12th or 13th, and then just got on a plane the next day and went home. So
man, well, thank you for the effort. I'm glad you tried to come out and do the thing at New Colossus. And we've got a lot of the artists have been alumni. And Basement Revolver, definitely. Did you get to play one show or zero shows at New Colossus?
No, we got it. We had Saturday and Sunday shows, and we got in on Thursday, and so we flew home on Friday.
Well, here's looking forward to 2022, man. Hopefully we get to meet in person and can hang and rage and scream into pillows at Arlene's Grocery or at pianos or wherever we happen to cross paths.
I went to some great vegan burger joint in Manhattan. That was my
Marty's V Burger. Do you remember?
No, it was Supreme's. What's that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that place is delicious. You can't, and they do those chicken wings that aren't really chicken wings. There's like a skewer, like a wooden stick through the middle of them.
Yeah, rock. It was the highlight of my 30 hours in New York.
Nice. Well, let us do more music. I think the next one that we're about to hear is on the new record that's coming out in 2 weeks from now. It's on Exhaling, and it's also there's a live version of it on the audio tree as well, which I was listening to just before this. But can you introduce and cue up the clips that we're about to watch next?
Yeah, sure. This next song is called Dry Heave, and it's about hating someone, and then after that it's I can't remember. Oh, Apprehension, which is not about hating someone. It's about hating yourself.
All right, here we go. Sorry, dude. I just queued it up at the wrong place. I apologize. I will find it momentarily.
Hey, I believe you. No, more me. Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. Sorry, the internet.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. And best of luck on the release. Exhaling comes out on April 9th. That'll be out in the world. And so the third song that we heard, Dry Heave, is going to be on that. And then thank you also for premiering a ton of new music with us today. We appreciate it very much. Let's see. The internet's totally on board. There's a whole lot of this happening. Yeah. There's a whole lot of
That they're just talking about the yes, actually.
And oh yes, right. More about the yeah yes. 1/3 of the yeah yes. That's oh yes. Bass tone is hitting. So here we go. That's a specific comment right there. Like that. Trey
Thank
Bell
you.
is,
That's I can go into that. That's a whole nother lecture if you want me to go in about the bass tone. Trey, I can do that.
Can you actually before we go, can you tell us? Would you introduce us to the band?
To my band or the next band?
Yeah. To your band, and actually, let's do both things. Let's introduce Tunic and all the players that we just heard, and let's us both introduce Cass after that is done.
Sure. Tunic is me, David Schellenberg, Rory Ellis on bass, and Daniel Unger on drums. And up next is my friend, Mint Records recording artist, and Edmonton's pride and joy, Cassie of the band Wares.
Welcome, Cass.
Hello.
That was fun, man. That was so much fun to see. I wish I could broadcast what I was seeing to the internet, and seeing Cass just going nuts during the Tunic set in like side stage. That was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Cass.
Haven't been side stage for a gig in a minute. You got to show up to these things, you know?
I'll be in your side stage now. Same thing.
Indeed. All right. So, David, thank you. We'll send you over there to side stage right now. And Cass, thank you so much for sending these videos. I've been enjoying them quite a bit, and we're about to share them with the internet. What are we going to check out first today?
Okay. Well, so this video was meant to be viewed in sort of a continuum, and thanks very much to my friends Travis Salty and Laura LaFrance and Scott Franchuk for handling the sound and the visuals. Survival will have been released a year ago next month, and so it's a few of the tunes from that album. And like, you know, with like one of my favorite things about touring is you play these songs like 100 times, and then you sort of find out new ways to approach them, and that hasn't been able to happen with like our normal kind of rapid pace. I love kind of rearranging our material, but yeah, there's some, you know, we're always trying new stuff out whenever we get together, and I think this show kind of reflects that. And yeah, big shout out to Laura for editing this in this span of like 36 hours after we recorded it. It's like,
really, it's so well done. Like, it's so cool how everything is layered on top of each other. It's like so saturated red, the flowers, I mean, that's not done in the editing. That was done, you know, obviously during the production, but there's just every little touch. I appreciate it very much. It's like, you know, it's extra special at every turn.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thanks for hosting all these rad videos today. It's like a very cool event. Everyone was sounding like everyone brought their A game today. Like, great job, Basement Revolver. That was awesome introduction to your tunes. Like, very, very sick. Yeah.
All right, are we ready? We'll watch it all the way through, and here we go right now. Cass, thanks again for giving us this music today.
Casting your spirit's not fading. Tall girls never allowed to make it. The peace I took, I tried to guard it. But
Oh, to us then. Thank you, Cass. Thanks for doing this, man. This is so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah, I kept on poking back and forth between that private chat, and I mean, and the public chat is saying the exact same thing also. It's like, did you not see that? Yeah. Chrissy's been chatting about, I'm not going to say every single word that she said in the private chat, but the gist is, this is amazing. This is so good. Thank you. Thank you. I miss live shows, which is so true. I mean, it's like, it's so well done what all of you did today. And on the one, it's like that double-edged sword, 'cause it's so much fun to watch just on the internet, but at the exact same time makes everybody miss live shows that much more. 'Cause that had a similar impact, man. I've got goosebumps right now. Like, I feel like I just went and did something. So thank you for that feeling.
Well, hey, look at all of us together right now. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. And it's, so I wanted to know, kind of similarly to what I asked David from Tunic, is that, I mean, clearly making a lot of sound, whether that's you making sound vocally or making sound through a guitar, making loud noises is super important spiritually. It's super important for every reason to be able to make that noise. What's doing that for you these days? I mean, are you able to rehearse and make a ton of noise and do it musically, or are you getting your noise requirements elsewhere from music these days?
Well, the band was fortunate enough to kind of sneak some rehearsals in for this session.
Good.
Yeah. We've been kind of talking about maybe getting together on a weekly basis again, but cases are kind of going up. There's more variants in Alberta right now because of our stupid government, honestly. And in the meantime, I've been asked to collaborate on some projects that I'm not at liberty to discuss more in depth, but like people seem a year on to be more equipped to like making music again, and that kind of includes me to the extent that I'm happy to like jump on somebody else's thing right now and help say my piece. And the journey that began with writing Survival, which was me getting into synthesizing and electronic music production, has very much continued in lieu of like attending rehearsals, I'll say. So that's kind of how I've been making noise.
Nice. Good. I really, really enjoyed that video. It was cool. I mean, it obviously had a very clear aesthetic point of view. Everything's so red, and it was awesome. But then there are also like the geeky bits of tech also, like the close up on the pedal board, see some of the keys, so we can actually see some of the tech behind what actually made it work.
I'm such a big gear nerd, and anytime there's like zoom in on a pedal board for a KEXP thing, like, I'm pausing it and I'm like trying to figure, I know that one, like all that stuff.
Yeah. Reverse engineer the whole thing. Cool. Well, this has been a total pleasure. Cass, would you help me to welcome, please, back David and Chrissy? We'll bring everybody back for a group farewell.
Come on down, everybody.
David. All right. And Chrissy, welcome back, everybody. This has been awesome. Thank you so much. Where's Tunic, Basement Revolver, and best of luck to everybody as new music comes through. Thank you for whoever was able to play New Colossus. David, thank you for doing your best to have played New Colossus next year. And I'm looking forward to when this is an actual physical thing again. 2022 seems like the time. So hopefully I see all you guys the lower east side for this, and we can make loud noises and hang out like people.
I love it.
Totally.
Yeah. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, thanks, Brad.
All right. Well, that is it for us. Please join us. We're doing this every day. We're doing this tomorrow and the next day. This is Upstairs Neighbor Week. This is day 2 of 4. So join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we will host 3 more bands and do this thing again. So thank you again for doing it.